Let in the sunshine. Let in the sunshine. Let in the sunshine. I'll be your sunshine. Connect. Let in the sunshine. Let in the sunshine. Let in the sunshine. I'll be your sunshine.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Onika, and you are tuned in to Connect the Dots. If you want to hear some information on sports, hip hop, current events, you name it, check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, you don't know what you're missing.
Yo, if you fucking with sports, culture, and hip hop, make sure you connect the dots with Big Lou Ice Water. You are ready.
Welcome to another episode of Connected Dots. I'm your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks, as we give you what we need to give you. I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff that's been overlooked. A lot of stuff that's been overlooked. And before I get started, I want to shout out my man Cell. I want to shout out Ox the Light. I want to shout out Ox the Barber, Mike Steezo, Ms. Fazion, Reef Hustle. I want to shout you guys out. DJ Silver D, DJ C Styles, DJ J Ferg, DJ Shakim. I want to shout y'all out before I get started, all right? So let's do this. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about things that we've been overlooking. Let's talk about the impact of this war that we're in. Now, a lot of podcasters, I'm not going to name any names, y'all rather talk about hip hop and downgrade people when there's serious stuff that's going on in today's society. For me, it's not about the money. It's not about a contract. It's not about being paid. It's about letting people be aware of what's really going on. Oil prices going up, gas prices going up. Your energy bill is double than what it is. The government is partly shut down, and all you could think about is partying, having fun. When right now America is really in dire needs of what's going on, because we have someone at the top that doesn't know exactly what he's doing. And my thing is, you have to be real with yourself, and you have to learn how to handle controversy. You can't always be the clean and squeaky guy. You have to learn how to handle adversity, and you have to learn how to handle controversy. And right now, what's going on in this country today, it's sickening. We are fighting wars, and I can say an S at the end, wars that doesn't involve us. We are losing soldiers over greed, and it doesn't make sense. And I know you see what we see, but yet you tend to ignore what is going on in the world. You can't ignore what's going on in the world. And I want my viewers to understand this. I'm going to keep it real like I always do. I keep it real on the show. That's why we connect the dots. I'm not afraid to talk about these things because this is something that's important. This affects all lives. As you see in our soldiers getting, ambushed, and our soldiers are being killed over a war that does not concern us. And I keep telling you before, there's a good Israel and there's a bad Israel. Keep that in mind. There's a good United States and there's a bad United States. Everyone has a two-sided coin. So let's stop thinking that we are the perfect place, because we're not. We're very, very imperfect. And as you can see, what's going on in today's society, that it does not make sense that all these countries are warring over greed, power, and control and manipulation. And I had to throw that out there. because a lot of other podcasters are not talking about it. They rather talk about things that we all know or stories that we've heard before. But I'm challenging other podcasters to start talking about what's going on today with this crazy war or wars that involve us, because it affects our pockets. It's going to affect everybody. So I'm challenging y'all to step your game up, take off the skirt, put on some big boy pants, and talk about what's going on right now in this country. Forget all that other stuff. That's always going to be there. Let's talk about what's going on in today's society, because it's really crazy and it doesn't make any sense. So this war is impacting our pockets. It's impacting our lives, and it's impacting the generations and more generations to come up. As you see, we in Israel started this war. That's why I'm talking about it, because we started it. And for what? Someone school me. School me on why we started this war. School me on why a lot of soldiers don't even want to represent in this war for that president. School me. Please comment, school me. Because right now, I'm glad that some of these soldiers are thinking that way, because they know what's right, what's right, what's wrong is wrong. And I'm off my soapbox. All right. I'm challenging y'all. Talk about it. Don't hide behind the curtain. Speaking of hiding, why is there 33 black teenage girls missing in New York, the state of New York? Why are we not talking about this? 33 black girls who are teenagers have gone missing in the state of New York. Why are we not talking about this? I want to talk about this because I'm black. You see my color. I'm black. I'm brown, whatever you want to call me, mocha, whatever you want to call me, caramel complexion, whatever. All I'm saying is, why are we not talking about this? Why are we not concerned that our young girls are being taken away? They are missing. We need to find out what is going on. The Bible says that this will happen. But I want to know is who is doing this and why they're doing this. And let's stop this. We must find these missing teenage girls in New York and in other states as well. There's girls missing in other states too. So let's talk about other states as well. We must find these children that are being taken away, and we must put a stop to it, because it's ridiculous. We have to stop child trafficking, and we have to stop everything that's going on in this country that we call so-called great. We have to stop it. Let's find these girls. Let's find them. So I'm going to talk about another thing. What happened to the positive black shows that they used to have on TV? Can you name one positive black show on TV right now? And I said positive. I'll wait. Because it ain't one. Let me tell you something. In the 80s, when the Cosby Show was on, early 90s, people would say, I want my family to be like the Cosbys. I want my family to be like, you remember that? A lot of women would say that. I want a family like the Cosbys. Nowadays, you don't hear people say, I want a family like Blackish. You don't hear that. What happened to the positive mother, father figure in the household? What happened to the positive brother and sister in the household that they show on TV? Now all we see is they have so many damn cop shows that don't make sense. And we all know how we feel about them. And shows that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? There's no black shows that represent good. All the black shows that's on TV is either ratchet or bad. Maybe funny, but funny ratchet. But where's the positivity? Where is the positivity in the shows that we used to watch? I want someone to comment on this because this is very difficult to see and talk about. You know what I mean? Every day there's a new cop show on at ABC, NBC, cop shows galore. It's like the police, excuse me, it's like the police is running the shows. There's other things that these writers can talk about. Ever since the writer's strike, writing has been very awful, horrendous, movie wise, book wise, and TV wise. So we need to get some good writers in there, some young, talented writers in there with great ideas, and let them refresh and sharpen your batteries. Because right now it's sickening to see TV the way it is, that you have to turn on Netflix to find something good. Am I right, America? Am I right? So let's get some positivity back in these shows, man. For real. Let's get some positivity back in life. For real. You know what I mean? I want to talk about explaining success. And the reason why I'm going to explain success, because I hear this term. This is the term I hear all a lot. When you make it, don't forget where you come from. You forgot about us. That's a syndrome that I hate hearing people say. You forgot about us. You forgot where you came from. Okay. Let me break some stuff down to you guys. As you get older, you become wiser. You don't think like how you was before you left your hood. Why is it up to one person that left the hood that did good to make sure everybody is taken care of? What about you? What are you doing for the hood? What is your syndrome? You always saying, don't forget about us. Don't forget where you came from. Okay, what about you? What are you doing? Let's stop putting this narrative on someone who's made it from the hood. And people say, he don't even come around no more. He forgot about the hood. No, he's grown up. He knows that the hood is different now. He knows that the hood is jealousy in the hood. You go back to the hood when you want to, not because you have an obligation to do that. Obligated for what? I don't understand this. When I was younger, I used to be on the other side, but now as I'm older, I'm thinking like, why do we have this syndrome of you forgot where you came from? Oh, you forgot about us? No, I didn't forget about y'all, and no one is forgetting about anybody. It's called maturity. When you mature, you do what you're supposed to do to get out, and you maintain that progress so you could stay out. And hopefully that people could see how you did it, that they can evolve and do the same thing. Stop blaming other people for your non-successfulness, because that's what it seems like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling hate. I'm calling it blame, shame. You want to come at someone that made it from the hood, but what about you? How come you didn't make it out of the hood? Don't worry about that man or that lady. What about you? Why you didn't make it out the hood? What is your story? What is your prognosis? I'll use an intelligent word every now and then. Okay. What is your prognosis? Why you didn't make it out? Let's stop blaming the other man because he didn't mention you or he didn't mention the hood or whatever it may be. Everybody knows where he came from, regardless if he mentioned it or not. We have to get rid of this syndrome that we going on. Oh, he forgot where he came from. Da, da, da. No, he didn't never forget where he came from. Where he came from made him a better man. What he came from made him flourish to not go back and not to be in that state of mind. And everybody else should have that state of mind. All these narratives that we were taught when we were young didn't make sense. Oh, you got to work extra harder than the white man. No, you don't. You could work the same as the next fellow, the next race, and still be celebrated. Extra hard? No, we don't. I don't know who came up with all these sayings. Who came up with these sayings? It's about who you know, who in place. And black man and black woman, this is for you, the ones that made it. Now, if you made it and you have an opportunity to put someone on, and you see that brother or that sister is hustling the right way to be with you and he can be an asset to your company, give him a chance. Because I notice every other nationality, they give their people a chance. Yo, I have a job for you. Want to take it? Us, we don't do that. We're afraid of our own competition. That's just like, for example, I give you an example. How come when a woman is famous, they never put another woman on? Think about it. All the artists that are famous, why they never sign girl groups? That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm getting at. So I want you to understand that. I love to give examples so you can understand what I'm talking about. We have to stop this. And in order to work as one, we got to work together. If we can't work together, then we'll never work as one. Never work as one. So now I want to talk about something that's crazy to me. Let's talk about inconvenience and being inconvenienced. I had a situation over the weekend, past weekend. I ordered something, I paid for it early, and blase, it was supposed to have been here at a certain time, and the driver was supposed to bring it. The driver canceled, hit the wrong button by mistake, and 30 minutes became an hour came 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours later. So I had to talk to the manager, and I told the manager what was going on. XYZ, I didn't get this, yada, yada, yada. So the manager did right. But I also told him, since I was inconvenienced, what can you do for me? Since I was inconvenienced and I had to wait 4 hours and change just to get something that I ordered already. So he did the right thing and did something. The reason why I had to bring this story up is because some people feel like they don't have to show you anything if you're inconvenienced. And no, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to work. If you're in business and you make a deal with someone, right? And the deal didn't fall through, but you promised this dude that we're going to get money from the deal, and you promised him and nothing happened, and he was inconvenienced off your words. How are you going to make that right? How are you going to make that right? That's what I'm talking about. When I mean by inconvenience, I mean making things right from what it was before. Apology. That's one way to do it. There's a lot of other ways to do it. But I'm saying people feel like they don't have to do nothing when they inconvenience you. And we have to fix that narrative. That's just like someone wants you to give them a ride somewhere, but then they want you to take you 3 or 4 places and you didn't even know what was going on. So that person inconvenienced your time because he didn't tell you what else he had to do. And with that being said, you're supposed to do something to show your gratitude for going out his way and giving them extra stuff or her extra stuff without them knowing. So don't think that because you inconvenience someone that's the fly thing to do. It's not. I'm starting to see it a lot more where people want to inconvenience other people and don't understand what gratitude is afterwards. We got to work on that. We have to work on that. You inconvenience someone, make it right. Make it better, make it right. Show that person gratitude for the inconvenience. He shouldn't have to come to you and ask you, since you inconvenienced me for your time, or if you're giving him a ride all the way to all these places, you should be giving him gas money. He shouldn't have to ask you for gas money. That's what I mean by inconvenience. It seems like people are being inconvenienced a lot these days. And a lot of people that's doing the inconvenient stuff to others don't realize gratitude. The gratitude that you show, the gratitude that's supposed to come behind that. Because you don't know what that person had to do or what he had to go through to get to you or to do things for you. This is why I connect the dots. I'm not afraid to talk about anything on this show. I be talking about things that you think about, things that you want to say but afraid to say, not on this show. That's why it's called Connect the Dots. You know what I'm saying? Because I love connecting the dots. Also, please be safe out there. Crazy storms out here in the Carolinas today. So be safe going home. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget to check out next week's interview I have. I'm not going to say whatever, who or whatever, but just check it out. You know what I mean? I do one every other Monday and it's posted on Tuesday. Okay? So if you want to be on the show, you want to do an interview with me, holla at me. Inbox me in Connected Dots on my YouTube page, or you can go to my Facebook page, Duquan Hicks, or you can go to my Instagram page, LOUIS dot HICKS 714, or you can send me an email, and my email is Lou ice water the number one at gmail.com. So I can be reached all those type of ways if you want to be a guest on this show, because I love talking and everybody has a story, from the smallest man on the totem pole to the biggest man on the totem pole. I don't care about clout. I don't care about that. I care about putting your story out, because everybody has a story. Everybody needs to be heard. That's what we do on this show. We connect the dots, because you never know who you know that I might know that know you and know me. All right. I don't know what the hell I just said, but anyway, like I said, connect the dots. I'm your host, Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks. And like I said, be safe out there. Also, rest in peace to DJ Lord Sear. DJ Lord Sear. Rest in peace. Salute. One.